The price of a quick fix. At the edge of a clear river, two cranes built a home high in a tree. The nest was tight and warm. From there, they could see the water shine and the leaves move in the wind. One day, the female laid 3 eggs. The pair stood close, quiet and proud. They dreamed of tiny feet, soft chirps, and a new life. Every morning they checked the eggs. Every night they tucked them in with straw. They felt safe. On a bright morning, they flew down the river to eat. The water was full of fish. They hunted, they drank, and then they hurried back. When they reached the nest, the world stopped. The eggs were gone. No shell, no tracks, no sound. They searched the branches, the trunk, the ground below. Nothing. Their hearts felt heavy. They could not change what had happened. At last, they moved to a new part of the river and built another nest, higher and tighter than before. Time passed. The female laid fresh eggs. This time they set a rule. The male would fish. The female would guard. Day after day, they kept to the plan. They hoped it would be enough. Then, one morning, the male returned and heard his mate cry. The eggs were gone again. She had seen the thief. A snake had slid up the trunk, cold and quick. When she tried to fight, it turned and bared its fangs. She had to step back. She watched, helpless, as the snake swallowed their future. The male felt anger rise in him. He felt shame too. He flew to the bank and found a friend, a crab who was old and calm. The crane spoke fast. "A snake took our eggs again. I do not know what to do." The crab listened, eyes steady, claws still. "We will think," he said. "We will not rush." He sat in silence for a while. Then he leaned close and shared a plan in a low voice. The crane felt hope return. He rushed to the tree and told his mate. She was afraid. "What if we are wrong?" He looked at her and said, "We must try. Doing nothing will not save us." The female laid again. The next day, the male went to work. He caught small fish and left them on the ground in a line. The trail ran from a mongoose burrow to the foot of the crane's tree. Then he flew to the snake's den and shouted, "We have eggs!" His voice shook, but he stayed. He wanted the snake to hear. He wanted the plan to start. The mongoose smelled fish and followed the silver path through grass and roots. At the same time, the snake slipped from its cave, drawn by the promise of a meal. Both reached the tree. The mongoose saw the snake and leaped. The snake flared and struck. The ground filled with dust and hiss and snarls. They fought for a long time. The cranes watched from above, silent and still. At last, the mongoose bit deep. The snake fell quiet. The river wind returned. The leaves moved again. The cranes breathed out. The threat that had haunted them was gone. The next day, the cranes went to the river as usual. The water was bright. The fish were quick. They ate and flew home, lighter than before. But as they neared the tree, they froze. The mongoose was climbing down from their trunk. They rushed to the nest. The eggs were broken and empty. The plan had killed the snake, but it had brought a new danger that was worse. The easy answer had planted a deeper problem. Friends, this happens to us too. We meet trouble and look for a quick way out. We grab the first fix, and we feel safe for a moment. But some quick fixes hide a price. A loan that seems simple can grow like a weed. A lie that seems small can spread like smoke. When fear is high, our minds run fast and skip the hard steps of thinking. The cranes wanted safety now. They did not ask, "What will happen next?" They did not ask, "What will this invite to our door?" When life is hard, slow down. Name the problem. Name the risks. Ask yourself, What could go wrong if I choose this path? Talk to someone wise who is not inside your fear. Make a plan that solves the route, not just the moment. The cranes learned too late that a short road can lead to a longer pain. You can choose better. Breathe, think, then act. That is how you protect what you love. Thank you for watching. If this story helped you, share a kind word and subscribe so you do not miss the next one.